All right, Shalom. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost of all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakar Kodash. The Barnes, the Apostle, is a great millstone teaching us to represent truth according to the Bible well. And peace and blessings to afflicted the nation of Israel, take through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai. You don't get into the Lord's willing to find a lesson on seeking, the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the Holy Scriptures, right? As, that should be our main focus. That should be what we are all about, especially understanding that wisdom and knowledge is going to be the stability of our times, right? This is a Proverbs 4 and 5. Get wisdom, right? Get understanding, forget it not, right? So get wisdom, right? Wisdom is the good choice. Wisdom teaches us, what choices we should make, right? And we get understanding. We show forth that we are men of understanding by applying that wisdom, by applying those right choices, those righteous decisions in our day-to-day lives, right? Forget it not, right? Don't forget the ways of righteousness, as the path that we are on lead to immortality. Neither decline from the words of my mouth, right? We have been given teachers, prophets, don't decline what they say, right? Don't decline what the words of Yahweh Shema Shai are saying, right? Take heed to these words. Hold them to be as, gold. Hold them to be as silver, right? It says, hold them to, show forth that they have value, with your actions by using wisdom, just like you use money, to open doors, to get you places here in America, right? You should be using wisdom of the Holy Scriptures, to overcome temptations, to overcome death, right? That is all around us here in America, right? And first, you have to seek that wisdom. You have to try to obtain it. It says, forsake her not, and she shall preserve thee, right? Forsake her not, and she shall preserve thee, right? This is real quick. Proverbs 2 and 10 in verse 11, it says, when wisdom entereth into thine heart, meaning your mind, and knowledge is pleasant unto thy soul, right? Discretion, right? Discernment, right? Us being able to discern between that which is good and evil. Discretion shall preserve thee, understanding shall keep thee, right? So discretion, understanding, these things are going to keep us, in the good gracious of Yahweh Shema Shai. These things are going to keep us, for wisdom not forsaking us, right? Because we must apply the wisdom or lose the wisdom. This is Proverbs 4 and 7. Wisdom 4 and 6. Forsake her, and she shall forsake her not, and she shall preserve thee. Right. So, making wise decisions. Right. Having understanding. That's how you're going to be preserved. Following after the ways that we have been taught. To have faith. Right, to trust in Yahweh Shema Shai, the things pleasing to Yahweh Shema Shai are made known unto us, right? Love her, right? Love is to keep me of her laws. Love her, and she shall keep thee, right? There it is, keep, to preserve, right? To keep us from, death and destruction that's coming. Keep us from the judgments that are coming in these last days. Wisdom is the principal thing, right? If something's going to keep you, if something's going to preserve you from death and destruction, it's going to preserve you, it's going to keep you from having to go through the hardships of famine, would not that be the principal thing? Would that not be the most important thing that you should be chasing after? It says wisdom is the principal thing, the chief, the most important thing in our lives is trying to obtain wisdom, right? The things that please Yahweh Shema Shai. It says, therefore get wisdom, right? Therefore get wisdom, right? Get understanding, it says, and with all that getting, get understanding, right? What they say? Wisdom, knowledge. Wisdom is the application of that which is taught, right? So you actually apply, you actually put forth, the works to show forth that you honor wisdom, right? This is Proverbs 8:17. And when you read this, it's talking about wisdom, right? This is Proverbs 8:17. It says, I love them that love me. So wisdom loves them that love me, right? Wisdom, right, is like to a woman. You should love wisdom. You should love Sophia, right? And you love her by serving her, right? By your actions, right? By applying her, by keeping the commandments of Yahweh Shema Shai, the things that we've been taught by the written in the Word, but also the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, or do 3 videos a week, go out there on the highways and hedges week in and week out, right? That's how you show wisdom that you love her. It says, and those that seek me early shall find me, right? And that's what, is really important, seeking the wisdom of Yahweh Shema Shai early, now, don't wait. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7, verse 28. For the Most High loveth none but them that dwelleth with wisdom, right? Yahweh Shema Shai, he only loves those that dwell or lives, right, with wisdom. Wisdom should constantly be on your mind. What the righteousness of Yahweh Shema Shai should constantly be on your mind. Should be constantly the forefront of every decision that you're making, right? What would Yahweh Shema Shai want me to do in this position? How would the Lord want me to handle this situation? This is Psalms 1:1. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, right? The counsel of the ungodly, right? You should be walking in the counsel. You should be walking the counsel, of men, the men of the Lord. Those should be your counselors. Those are the ones you should be going to for advice, for wisdom on how to handle different situations. The counsel of the ungodly is going to lead to destruction, right? It says, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful, but his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law doeth he meditate day and night, right? In his law, right? The ways of Yahweh Shema Shai, the things that please the Lord, you're going to be meditating in them day and night. You're going to be constantly searching the scriptures, constantly looking forward, looking into the things that please Yahweh Shema Shai, right? Let's go back to Proverbs 2 and verse 11 again. It says, discretion shall preserve thee, understanding shall keep thee, to deliver thee from the way of the evil man, from the man that speaketh four things, right? Wickedness, right? Who leave the path of uprightness to walk in the ways of darkness, right? So we are no more being tossed to and fro with every wind of doctrine, right? We are steadfast. We are unmovable in our faith and what we believe in, right? Knowing that what we have leads to immortality, knowing that what we have leads to everlasting life, right? This is Wisdom of Solomon 6 and verse 20. Therefore, the desire of wisdom bringeth to a kingdom, right? So if you desire wisdom, if you seek after wisdom, right? If you desire her, that's what's going to lead you to the kingdom of heaven, given rulership and dominion, because these ways that we are learning, right? The ways that the scriptures teach us is going to be what's taught in the kingdom of heaven, right? As Yahweh Shai told us, the kingdom of heaven is within you, right? We are the kingdom, right? The believers, we've been given the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding on how to operate, how to govern, right? How to make a righteous judgment, right? If your delight be then in thrones and scepters, right? And that's our delight. We want to be given a dominion, rulership, right? But first, O ye kings of the people, honor wisdom, that ye may reign forevermore. First, we have to honor wisdom, right? We have to show our appreciation to wisdom, right? As things are only going to get worse here, right? In, America, right? First, we must go through the straight and narrow path. First, we must, go through all this peril and trouble. But wisdom's going to keep us through all of that, right? As we quote it here in Isaiah 33:6, right? It says, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, right? So wisdom and knowledge is what's going to keep us stable. It's what we're going to lean upon. It's going to be our faith, during the times of Jacob's trouble, during the times that are coming. So we're building up our knowledge. We're gaining experience, right? We're applying wisdom. We see the benefits of applying wisdom. We're learning how to apply wisdom in different situations, right? We're casting off, mortal ways of thinking, the carnal man, right? So during the times of hardship and troubles, right, we are learning. During the times of temptation and hardships and trouble, right, we're learning to apply wisdom when we're under pressure, right? In our day-to-day lives, we're learning how to apply wisdom under pressure, when things seem tough. So wisdom, right, the wisdom, knowledge, understanding the Holy Scriptures, us applying that wisdom now in our day-to-day lives is building us up to the point when all hell is breaking loose, right? We're going to be able to be stable knowing that our wisdom that we have is very reliable, right? Let's get that. This is our wisdom in Proverbs 11:4. It tells us, riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness shall deliver thee from death, right? Righteousness is what's going to deliver you from death. And that's what wisdom is teaching us. Wisdom, the words of Yahweh Shema Shai, is teaching us how to be sanctified, how to be hollow, how to be holy, how to dedicate our lives to serving Yahweh Shema Shai, right? Isaiah 33:6, and wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of thy times, right? So during the times of Jacob's trouble, right, wisdom and knowledge is going to keep us, right? And it's going to lead to our salvation. You see, in the strength of salvation, which is going to lead to us being given dominion and rulership, right? So we should be honoring wisdom. Wisdom should be the principal thing. We should show our gratitude for the wisdom, knowledge, understanding of the scriptures in our day-to-day lives and our actions when we're under pressure, when we're going through our trials and tribulations, right? The fear of the Lord, our obedience towards Yahweh Shema Shai, right, is his treasure, right? The fear of the Lord is his treasure, right? It's what we hold, being obedient, right, to wisdom, knowledge, understanding of the scriptures, following the script, following the things the scriptures tell us to do. That's what we deem as valuable. That's what we deem to be treasurable, right? That's what we're working towards. That's a prize that we're working towards, right? That we want to, receive, that we want to, that we want to honor, right? Being obedient. That's where the real treasure is, right? So with that, Lord's only edified. Next time we say Shalom.